So, after the Honda new project, and I chose one of the cars I hated most in its time, because it was the main rival of one of my favorite cars of all time. My favorite car was the Ford Escort Cosworth, so you can pretty much guess what car I'm talking about. This is it. It's the Lancia Delta Integrale, and I chose the Evoluzione because there's the first Integrale and this is the second one, and I chose this one because it's a little bit more muscular than the first one, so I like this one better. So let's get started with the unboxing and see what we've got inside. So let's open the box and see what is here. So you have the main body and the clear parts here. I will not bother showing these to you because you know how it works. And then you've got a huge bag full of screws. I really hate this, to be honest. And simple explanation: while transporting these parts bump on each other, and sometimes don't be surprised if you have one or other part that it is broken because of those bumps. So let's open this up and take out all these screws. So we'll start with this one. We have here some mainly suspension components, and they're nicely detailed. I mean, pretty simple brake discs, no big deal here, but overall they look nice, all these parts. Gray plastic, it's irrelevant to me, the color of the plastic. Next we have the chassis and the lower part of the engine and gearbox. I see lots of flash, not big, but you can see here flash here. You can see some here on the gearbox. I don't know exactly how old this kit is, but it's not a big deal. Honestly, it isn't. So we come to this sprue and we have some interior parts. You can see here how much of excess plastic we have, but the parts look good here. Nice dashboard, looks good. The door cards are terrible, and it's not the first Hasegawa kit that I make that really doesn't have almost any detail on the door cards. We have here these inserts to add something to it, but still pretty poor. And as I was saying, and here you have it, a broken wiper. It's something you could easily avoid if you bagged these sprues in separate bags. So I'll have some headaches there, but hopefully I'll manage to fix it. And we have here some suspension arms. I believe this one is the rear one and this is the front one. nicely detailed too. Now we have here one red sprue with several parts. I have here two more windscreen wipers. I don't know if these are the ones I'm supposed to use or the other ones. I must check the instructions. Also, the steering wheel, it's supposed to be this one. I kinda like this one more, but it feels more racy than this one. But I think this is the one to be used. And then we have two front grills, and the only difference is one of the headlights is smaller in one of them. Or not smaller, I think it's just differently arranged on the front grille. This one sits exactly at the same height, and in this one you have the inner headlight a little lower. It's a nice touch to have these optional parts. Then we have tires. They look good, yeah. Pretty simple tires. We have the brand Pirelli, which is nice. And then we have the rims. I think they are absolutely the same size, both front and rear. Yes, I believe they are. No difference in width. And they are the original wheels for this car. I like these wheels. And to finish, we have the body. Now, the body is finished in red, which is not very good in terms of what you want to use as the color for the car. But that's not the major problem. The major problem I see is that I will have to do lots of cleanup here. You have here this mold line here. I don't know exactly why, but it is here. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but here the window trim needs a lot of cleaning. It's a bit rough. So it's here at the front bumper. I'll have to make some general cleaning in the body, and then I'll go for detail, like here in the window trim. But overall, very good shape, very good proportions. Well, see here, this will be quite a handful. So, the only thing left are the clear parts, but I'll just leave them as they are. One last note. I know that the Ukrainian Scale Cars Production, I believe that's the name, makes a set of wheels and, well, an engine for this car. But really, I don't know if it is worth it, because it goes around 30 euros, and it's just, well, a simulation of the engine. It's not the engine as per se. You just have you cut the hood, and then you will have just a cover with the upper part of the engine showing. So I don't know. For 30 euros I was expecting a little bit more, so I won't be spending that money on the engine. So the car goes like this. It will be a curbside, no engine. And I think I'll paint it yellow with matte black wheels. I've seen some like this in real life, and I really enjoy it. I know there's the white one with the typical stripes as the rally version, but I don't really like that. This is supposed to be a street car, not some show-off painting scheme. So I decided to go for the yellow color with the black rims, again for a good contrast. And here we are. Let's start this project that will require lots of work from me. So let's get going.